Well, Dr. Valencia Westray, tell us, the listener and our viewers, about how the doctor brand started.
Yes, well, good afternoon, Dr. Nagula. You have been a tremendous friend and colleague over the years, and I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with me, because I know when I ran into you a couple weeks ago, you were like, wow, you know, you're not teaching full-time anymore, and I hear this house doctor thing, and you've been putting things on your story on Facebook, and I know you've been wondering, how did this whole transition happen? And I'd love to tell you about that. It's a cool story. I decided in 2019, after teaching for the last 12 years, that I wanted to give real estate a full-time shot. It's what I do, and I've been enjoying it part-time for all these years while I was teaching. But 2019, it really hit home that this is where I've been excelling well. I love what I do. It's so rewarding to put persons in their first home, in their dream home, and it's also rewarding to help a seller sell their home so they can either upgrade or downgrade. So, you know, I got this brand started because I said, listen, I can still operate from an educational standpoint as a professor and still educate persons on the process. And being that I have a PhD in organizational management, I rolled that same PhD acronym into what I stand for in real estate: professional, honest, and dependable. And there you have it, PhD here in real estate as the house doctor.
The house doctor. How long have you been in real estate business?
I joined real estate in 2014, actually. It has been a rewarding profession, an industry. It makes my heart feel just so good to help families, for persons that never thought they could own a home. Because I know when I got my first home back in the early 2000s, what a wonderful feeling that was. And I always envisioned myself maybe helping someone get their home. And I've always enjoyed real estate and going to the home of parades, parade of homes, seeing beautiful homes. And I just get excited every time I step foot in a home to show it to a prospective client who's looking to buy, and then meeting with my clients who are looking to sell. It's just rewarding, a very rewarding profession.
Let me take you back to a beginning of our conversations. You have described what is the house doctors. You have talked about the professional, honest, and dependable, those acronyms that you coined, because you have a background in education, teaching the higher learning institution here in Columbia, South Carolina. So how is the market now in the state of South Carolina here, particularly in Columbia?
Sure, I'm glad you asked that. The market right now is very good position for sellers. It is a seller's market. I know that we coined that a lot, and you've probably heard that yourself.
So,
we have low inventory right now, which means when we have low inventory, we don't have as many homes. And so when homes are available, everybody flocks to those homes and they go very quickly. So sellers, when they place their homes on the market right now, with it being low inventory, they're gone within days or hours, not even sometimes days, but hours, because it's a seller's market, because there's not a lot of homes out there. And I've never seen this market like this, but you can certainly see the good in everything. And this market is flourishing. First-time buyers have a chance as well. And that's another reason I'm calling myself the house doctor, because I find cures for home ownership wellness. I have the cure, and I'm willing to share that and walk that first-time buyer through this process, through this very time of sellers and low inventory. I think, and I'm very confident, not think, I know that I'm able to help someone achieve their home ownership goals and dreams.
So do you mean that are you just representing only the first buyers? What about the other side? If there's somebody out there who wants to sell their house, do you play that role too? Talks about a little bit about that.
Sure, most definitely. As a realtor, I have worked both sides of the transaction. So with buyers, first-time buyers, certainly that has been my niche. I don't know why. I guess because I've been in education, that first-time buyers are usually attracted to me because I handhold a lot and I walk them through the process. I'm very patient. And, you know, that teacher role inside of me just allows me to have that patience that first-time buyers often need. They need the guidance. They need someone that's willing to just walk them through that process and be there for them every step of the way. On the other hand, certainly I can assist sellers. I have listed numerous properties over the last 2 years since 2019 when I got into this business full-time. I want to be clear, I joined in 2014, but I was part-time and I was teaching full-time at that point. Now, the tables have turned. By my choice only, I chose to go into real estate full-time. So now, I have many seller clients, and I actually have a listing right now in Swansea, South Carolina, a commercial property that I'm listing. I believe you saw that and called me about it for a person that you were interested in seeing it. So, yes, I can serve both buyers and sellers and investors as well.
So you have talked about the right now we do have a low inventory with respect to the housing out there.
Sure.
Can you tell us what exactly causes that the low inventory, particularly at this period of time?
Not really a huge reason why that happens. It could be a number of factors. You know, we're in a pandemic, even though we are so much better than we were in 2020. There is a lot of reservation about that, but at the same time, you can find opportunities in anything. I like to call it a SWOT analysis, wherein, you know, as business professors that you and I are, we talk about SWOT analysis, looking at strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So in this market, when there are not many homes and sellers are trying to increase the presence of homes being sold, then, you know, it's like supply and demand with anything. If there's low inventory or low demand, high demand for something but low supply, then the person that's supplying that whatever product or service that is, people are going to want to go after that. And sellers are in that position right now to pretty much list their homes, and we need more sellers out here selling their homes actually. So it's a great time. The rates are still low, but I really don't want to go into and use our time together in going into that direction, because persons can certainly give me a call. I want persons to call me for additional, more concentrated information on that in that regard. But certainly, I'm here to assist.
A person can give you a call. What is that number? Can you just
Sure.
Share with your viewers and our listeners? What is that number?
Sure. My number is 803-767-9739. That's my cell number. My website address is www.thehousedoctorpropertiesforsale.com.
Let's get back now to the next segment, which is the programs.
Sure.
Are there any programs out there that will help, particularly the first buyers here in the state of South Carolina, particularly here in Columbia, South Carolina?
And I'm certainly glad that you are talking about the state of South Carolina. I do want to also say that I am licensed in both South Carolina and North Carolina. But we will talk and concentrate on Columbia, because there is a market here for first-time buyers. There are many programs out here, and I can certainly go more into detail about those. There is one in particular, though, that I'm very fond of, and I've been able to place 5 to 6 families, I think, yes, going on 7 families since the first of the year in this wonderful program where you only have to have a 580 credit score. It's a lease purchase program, actually. But it's a wonderful program, and I say it's wonderful because it gives a person who's still working on their credit a feeling of moving forward. While they're working on that, they can actually go ahead and be in the home that they plan to buy. And this opportunity, this program, they will purchase that home on the front end, and you have 1 to 5 years to purchase this home back. And it's just been a wonderful alternative to those who aren't quite where they want to be with their credit, and yet get them on into getting the feel of home ownership. And you also have to have $40,000 total household income. So those two pieces have really been able to allow persons that I've been working with in getting their credit where it needs to be to at least start working towards securing a home.
So what is your last word with respect to all these conversations that we just start talking about housing here in Columbia?
Sure.
And in brand the house doctors? What is your last word to our viewers and our listener? Can you just go ahead and share with us?
Sure, I would be happy to. So what I would love to leave with the listeners and the audience is that I am the house doctor. I find cures towards home ownership wellness through consultation services, complimentary market analysis for my seller clients, and I am here to help find those cures to your ailments or your woes or your anxiety that may be out here. First-time buyers have so many things they're anxious about, as well as sellers. So any anxieties that you may have or just not clear, I am here to find whatever cure that is towards your real estate needs. And I'd love to serve those who are interested.
Thank you, the house doctor, for taking your time speaking with me, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor.